Auburn football back under the lights, Jordan-Hare Stadium this week. Let's talk a little Tiger football, brought to you by our friends at CraneWorks.
Yeah, Elijah McAllister is with us. The big guy says check out the big dog, CraneWorks and RentalWorks. And Elijah joins us each week on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. How are you, my friend? Everything going well?
Yes, sir. Everything good. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. Thanks a lot. Look, I know that game did not go the way you wanted it to down at Tiger Stadium, but if we could put that aside for 1 second, it was your last stadium to check off your SEC tour. You have now played in all 14 stadiums. You got the night game treatment at Tiger Stadium, and people rave about it. What was that like for you as a player?
It was amazing atmosphere, just being able to, be there, and two, very good programs going at it under the lights. And they had a lot of fans, and people were there supporting them. And it was just amazing. Like, people always talk about that's one of the stadiums that they enjoy going to and playing in, and also just being there to experience it. So I enjoyed it, particularly because of my last stadium to check off my list. So nice. It would have been better, if we had played at a higher level. But as far as the experience, the stadium was good.
I know you're a defensive guy, so this doesn't come into play as much for you as it does, say, an offensive guy. I have always made the argument. I know that's a tough place to play, but I also think Bryant-Denny's a tough place to play, and Jordan-Hare is a tough place to play, and Sanford Stadium in Athens. Like, once it gets so loud, it can only be so loud. As a guy that has played in that environment, am I a complete idiot for saying something like that?
No, it's the truth, honestly. And I experienced it, and I talked to some of our offensive guys. Like, at the end of the day, it just becomes like white noise.
Yeah.
Like, played in so many different stadiums that are all get pretty loud, the big ones. So it's all, you kind of get a feel for, like, how to communicate with each other while it's loud. And like you said, it can only get so loud. At the end of the day, it's just noise. Like, yeah, they're screaming. They're supposed to be screaming, but it only gets so loud,
Coach seemed to be a little upset about effort, which is something you don't really usually hear a coach really complain about. What did you think of the effort? And is there an effort question sometimes to get 60 minutes out of everybody on the roster?
I thought, obviously Coach wasn't happy about the effort, and I think, he felt as if we didn't play, to the effort that we showed the past, X amount of games we played previous to this, and I agree. I don't know. It's usually tough to kind of get everybody on the same page and every single guy in that locker room with the same heart and same passion and same energy that certain guys have. To do that down and down out regardless of the score. And I think, it was a bit disheartening how the game, started, and then how it kind of, ran away from us a bit in the third quarter. And I think sometimes you have to have maturity level to continue the effort throughout the course of the game in spite of score. And I didn't think, we did a great job of that.
So that being said, sounds like a perfect time to come back and play at home, right?
100%. You guys know we love playing in front of our fans. We usually, tend to play at our highest level at our own stadium because, we love playing in front of the best fans in the country. So it feels like the perfect, match to bounce back and play at our stadium against another good opponent, another good offense that we can prove ourselves against.
Elijah McAllister is with us, the Auburn team captain, joins us each week courtesy of CraneWorks and RentalWorks. The big guy says look for the big dog, CraneWorks and RentalWorks. Do you find it more difficult to flush a big win or a big loss out of your mind?
Probably a big win, honestly. Yeah. We're human, so we like to be celebrated, and we like to be, pat on the back a little bit. So anytime it's a big win, it feels good. You try to, as humans, we usually like to ride that high a little bit and be like, hey, I've arrived. I feel good, and I'm here. This is who I'm called to be. A big loss is probably easier to flush because you want to forget about it as quickly as possible. It's like, well, that was a blip in the radar. It was a fluke. Yeah. I don't really think about it. I don't think that's who we are, and let's just get away with it. So I feel like a big win is harder to flush.
Coach had said yesterday that he was excited to get you guys back in the building, miss the Sunday get-togethers. So you guys get back together yesterday. What was the mindset, the mood, and the intensity that you feel like this week's going to bring for this football team?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I felt like, and the coaches did as well, felt like we had our best Tuesday practice of the year yesterday. And that's no surprise, no secret, because the investment has been, turned back to not only us as players, but the coaching staff, player personnel, and everybody in between. Everybody's all hands on deck. You get in the season, you kind of get in this flow state where it's like you let the coaches coach, the players play, and everybody's kind of gets in its routine. But sometimes you got to get your boots on the ground and get back to what got you to where you are. And that's what I felt like Tuesday was for us, grinding back, practicing really, 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 really hard, focusing on the details, the basics and individual drills, people being super invested with us in the weight room and the training room. And guys just recommitting themselves to the process. So.
I was at the Ole Miss Auburn game at Jordan-Hare last time they played there. Big win for Auburn. Really exciting atmosphere. You look at Ole Miss on tape with Jackson Dart. What do you see with that offense that you'll have to face on Saturday night?
Yeah, the quarterback's a gamer. He's a guy that's a high-level competitor. He's a guy that, is continuing to improve himself as a quarterback in his league, and he's, grown to be a solid one as well. And everybody knows about the running backs. Both of them are really, really good. They're high-level players in this league, so we're just going to continue to, hone in our craft. And obviously the tempo is going to be something that we're going to have to be prepared for, which we, fortunately enough, practice against it every single day. So, I see a lot of, good things from their offense, but nothing that, that is too crazy.
Is Lane Kiffin a guy that does kind of straightforward stuff, but they're really good at it? Is he a guy that tricks your eyes more than a normal guy? What is a Lane Kiffin offense like in those terms?
Well, I know he wants to score a lot of points. I do know that for sure. And I think it's he uses the tempo, the speed of the game and the speed of his offense to mess with your eyes, not so much motions and different things and shifts like other programs do. So I feel like he uses the tempo to mess with your eyes and your alignment more so than the movement and eye candy that other coordinators usually do.
Yeah, it's an offense that your head coach respects a lot. He was asked Monday if this was the type of offense he wants to have at Auburn, and I know you guys are not there yet, but he said, yeah, absolutely. This is what I want to do at Auburn. And in fact, you were playing high school ball or junior high ball at the time. This is the tempo. Really, he was one of the first ones to bring it at the Southeastern Conference. Hugh Freeze was.
Exactly. And I remember people, kind of thought it wasn't going to be able to be successful in this league. You know how this league used to be, and it's still, ever growing and changing. But obviously, we have an offense that put up, as many points as their program does year in and year out. And I played against them for the multitude of years. You want to, I wouldn't say try to replicate it, but, try to put as many points up on the board as you can, like any offense tries to do. And they're doing a great job at it. So, if Coach Freeze, tips his hat to the offense, then I have to as well.
Will you participate in Halloween? Do you dress up for a Halloween party or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. This year, I'm being the Grinch, I think, for Halloween.
Grinch. I like it.
Grinch, Jim Carrey, my favorite movie, Christmas movie of all time, and I just want to pay homage to him.
Do you do an imitation of Jim Carrey doing the Grinch?
Oh man, no. I try. I don't. Not really. I still got to work on it. I'll probably have something for you guys in a couple weeks, maybe.
Okay, all right. Yeah. We'll get you.
I was about to say you're getting a costume question. My calendar says October 18th.
Well, okay, Jim. There's one more appearance he has. I just wondered if he had it lined up, and then the next appearance will be after Halloween. So
okay,
but it's too late then.
He's with us again one more time before
Halloween.
One more time.
Right? I apologize for asking a question in advance. My apologies to Elijah.
You know yet what you want for Christmas. We'll go ahead and knock that out right now.
Yeah, honestly, I'm starting to think about it for a little bit. We're just talking about best holidays. We get to Halloween, Thanksgiving, you start thinking about best holidays, so everything's always, holiday spirit.
Right, Any resolutions for 2024 while we're doing this?
Yeah. Right. Don't let it go. All right, so next appearance, we'll discuss Thanksgiving sides with Elijah McAllister, the Auburn team captain. Hey, good luck against Ole Miss, my friend. Always great talking with you.
Thank you very much. You as well. Talk soon.
All right, buddy. Take care. Elijah with us each week, courtesy of CraneWorks and RentalWorks, the big dog. And the big guy there. He and Tyler Booker both remind you check out the big dog for CraneWorks and RentalWorks.